Welcome to Unhinged Magi. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
We are back. It's going to be fantastic. We've got Folgers in that cup.
Yep.
Except it's not really Folgers. It's actually good coffee that he ground himself.
This is the best part of waking up, is Folgers in this cup.
But you never put Folgers in it.
No, I didn't, actually. That's all just a marketing lie. Because that's what marketing does.
Put Folgers in a cup.
And lies to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
The best thing to do in marketing is to completely lie to their base.
There you go.
You know, and that's what everybody does. It's fantastic. Because Folgers Crystals sucks. It's just cheap, though.
You know what else is a lie? That Timetwister is the stupidest and cheapest Power 9 card.
Exactly. That was the worthless, most powerful 9 card. I mean,
It shouldn't even be.
So much better.
Yeah, other people for a while actually used to say things like, it shouldn't even be Timetwister. It should be like Library of Alexandria.
Oh, yeah. Well, that actually makes sense, but it wasn't part of the original set. That's why it couldn't be one of the Power 9.
Yep.
But Timetwister should never have been there.
Time Vault also. When a lot of the Twiddle Vault kind of like decks were going off, people would say Twiddle Vault like means that Time Vault should be better than Timetwister.
True.
Yep. But now that's all a lie. That's all different.
Exactly.
It's all changed. And what changed it?
Well, what changed it was Commander. Timetwister was allowed in Commander.
It is the only Power 9 that's allowed in Commander.
And Commander sucks. Everyone knows Commander sucks. It's never going to take off.
I love Commander and EDH, actually. Specifically traditional EDH, but yes, I actually really love that format.
It's not like Magic the Gathering, the Wizards of the Coast would ever make Commander decks for sale.
Yeah, they'll never do that.
That's just stupid.
So I'm sure nobody's surprised to hear about Timetwister being involved in Commander. But here's the question, and this is the topic of the video, which you probably already saw in the title, because we're stupid and we reveal it like that.
We gave you a clue.
The question is Timetwister ever going to be more expensive than Black Lotus?
I have a theory of yes. Yes, it will.
Okay, now that's big. I mean, because some, high-grade Lotuses have sold for an awful lot of money.
Yes, they have. And I've sold one for a lot of money.
Yep.
But that's not the point. The point is Timetwister will overtake Black Lotus. Why? Because Black Lotus is used less than Timetwister.
That actually is very legitimate. I mean, considering, as far as I've ever heard, Commander might actually be the most heavily played Magic format in the world. Because, there's people that do the various different sets and stuff, but a lot of new Magic players, they play whatever edition they're going to play, and then they eventually play Commander.
Right.
And so if you land in Commander and you got this one card that's part of the Power 9, it's legendary, there's not very many of them out there. Yeah, I mean, with more people in the format, maybe it could actually keep going and surpass Lotus.
Exactly. Now, how many other Power 9 are used in Commander?
None.
Why?
Well, because it's stupid, and they decided to have a ban list in Commander, which was never the point of Commander, you guys. Commander was originally called EDH, and EDH was actually all about play anything you feel like, just don't make the game suck.
Exactly.
So actually, I dislike that other Power 9 are not allowed. I'd rather people be able to play them, but just don't make the game suck. Don't dominate the game, shut people down, lock the board. Have the game be fun and let other people play, but let you play your fun cards.
But what does lock people down? The other Power 9 cards, pretty much.
Well, I mean, though they get you to a place where you could lock down.
I'm going to go ahead and regrowth my Ancestral Recall. And what do they say about Ancestral Recall? The person who gets to play it twice wins.
Yeah, in one-on-one games. But if you do if you're playing and you have a Winter Orb, which you can play at turn 1, a Winter Orb easily, right? You can do a Mox Diamond and a land and then drop a Winter Orb. Yep. That'll lock a game up really badly, and it's really easy to play it, and that's allowed. But it's just kind of it's not a fun card. I mean, if we're having a Commander night and you show up
Winter
at my
Orb
house,
is a fun card. Don't ever say that. I like Winter Orb.
Not in Commander. In Commander,
not in Commander, but still.
If you play a Winter Orb in Commander, people will kill you, and then not invite you back. And then I'll be like, that's valid.
Well, what are the odds of you getting a Winter Orb in round 1? Very low. There's 100 cards, and it's a singleton format.
Well, I mean, they're not huge. But you could have all kinds of dick cards in your deck like that. I mean, you could have Stasis in there. You could have Winter Orb. You could put City of Solitude in there. You could drop Blood Moon.
Yeah, but
I mean, all these cards that make the game just not fun.
Yeah, but is the Wizards of the Coast format Commander is supposed to be a format where you're supposed to actually win and have games won.
Well, for the most part, it didn't used to be. It was really all about the fun of it.
So,
and now people actually play it competitive.
Now we're talking about EDH. EDH is, a different format than Commander.
Yeah, and that, yes, anyone who doesn't know that, yes, they are different. Traditional EDH is different than Commander.
All right, so we can't confuse the two. Winter Orb is valid for Commander, basically.
If you're doing competitive, yeah, just do whatever you want.
Right.
Because, you're competitive.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, I wouldn't have a beef against it in Commander, like competitive Commander.
Okay.
But there are still people who play Commander and play it for fun. And if you're in a Commander for fun group, which I argue should have been traditional EDH, but if you're in one of those Commander for fun groups and they're respecting the ban list and stuff, then they also wouldn't want you to play Winter Orb.
Well, okay. Valid.
Yeah.
But that's just for the fun aspects of enjoyment.
Yeah.
For sure.
But
however, let's get back to top.
So I do actually think it is possible for the Timetwister to overtake it. And let's what's funny is at this moment, people could either hear that and think, well, duh, of course it could. Or they might hear it and think, oh my God, it actually might. These guys are right. It might actually overtake Black Lotus. I bet people watching this are going to have both of those reactions. That, oh my God, it could actually overtake it. And then, yeah, it's duh, Edwin.
Yeah, exactly. Now, how many people don't think it'll be overtaken? Now, what happens if the rules of Commander change and they allow Black Lotus into Commander?
Oh, they'll never do that. But
why not?
Because there's a hotly contested debate about Soul Ring unto itself.
Yes, I know.
And Soul Ring is a really good accelerant. And if you get Soul Ring turn 1, you've got a massive upgrade on everyone else.
Of course.
And that gets even worse if you allowed Lotus. The only thing that allowed Jeweled Lotus to work is that it only is for your casting your commander, right?
Okay, what about adding Time Walk? Time Walk I never thought was really that, well, it's OP, but it's not incredible, insane OP. It's a one-shot, you get it done, it's done.
There's actually lots of Time Walk effects that exist out there. There's Time Warp, there's Time Stretch.
Look, we have a new
Second
set
Chance.
We have a new set out that you can foretold, and it's cost 6. I forget what it's called, but it's in the I think it's in the Hunt, the new Innistrad, and it's 6 mana, and it's leading standard. The people just play it, they get their 6 mana out, and they start casting it over and over again.
Yeah.
Taking those extra turns. So there's tons. So there's not really a reason to not put Time Walk in it.
That's
from
actually
a certain point of view.
That's a really good question. What is the second most likely Power 9 to maybe ever be considered to be allowed for Commander?
Yeah.
And I don't think any of them are on the table for that, but of any of those, if I had to say one, I'd probably say Time Walk.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I was going with.
Yeah,
probably. So if that was the case, then maybe Time Walk would overtake Black Lotus if they allowed it.
Oh yeah, Time Walk would be huge if they allowed that in the Commander format. Which, there's the way people complain about stuff and the price of the card, and you'd have such an advantage. Right now, Timetwister, one of the reasons they allow it is because everybody gets that fresh hand of cards.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
And so, yeah, fine, it was your turn when you cast it because it's a sorcery, and so you're in control and you got the new grip of cards, but you also gave everyone else at the table a full grip of cards, so there's a balance there.
Yeah, but
Time Walk, there isn't that balancing on Time Walk. No. You're just taking two turns for two mana.
But here's the great part: you Timetwister and then you Time Walk. It's the ultimate move.
Yeah, another reason why they're never going to do that.
True, but there are other effects that create the Time Walk variable. So that's why I think they might allow that one in the future. But let's talk about Ancestral Recall as far as adding it to Commander.
It's
that draw for 3 is insane.
It's insanely good. In competitive, I can't see them doing it. In fun, maybe, because you don't win the game with Ancestral. You just get a lot of tempo advantage.
Yeah. You move your deck quick.
Yeah.
However, there is a lot of cards that are pretty close, but not quite getting there to Ancestral now.
Yeah, what's the suspend one? Ancestral Visions.
Yeah,
that's actually really not bad.
Exactly.
In Commander, because you're going to get it in a few turns. You're probably not going to be dead in that many turns. And at that point, you don't even spend the mana. You pay the 1 blue, and then 3 turns later, you get your Ancestral.
And there's several cards that, there's a blue and 1 that I can scry to and draw to, and I can foretold it. So I can play blue and 1 now, and then blue and 1 later on to actually cast it. Yeah. Which is like going through your deck at 4 speed. Yeah. So, throwing away your cards, then drawing those 2.
Another one that I really like is Standstill. Like dropping a standstill in like a 4-player commander kind of game, and then like everyone's like sitting there staring at each other. Who's gonna crack it? Because you realize like the person who cracks it doesn't get anything, and then everyone else gets 3 cards. That is such a huge swing for everybody else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's a very interesting card. The dynamic that creates, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody but one person is gonna be really happy about that.
Yeah, that's why you got to make sure you have your walls up.
Yeah, get your walls up and then drop the standstill. Yeah, seriously. Or maybe like a prodigal sorcerer in a wall. Hey man, I'll eventually kill all you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Blink, blink.
Go ahead, clock's ticking. Jamie's working. So anyways, yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's possible that Timetwister is going to actually overtake Black Lotus? Do you see a timeline when it will, if you think it actually is possible?
It's hard to estimate that timeline, though.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, I want people to try to estimate. I want to see some guesses down below.
And even if you don't believe that it'll ever overtake Black Lotus, okay, even if you don't, try to estimate a realistic time frame that it could overtake. It's a good thing.
I probably should have asked you this beforehand. Are you willing to talk about what you've sold a Lotus at and versus what you've sold a Timetwister at on high end? Because that's an interesting data piece for those two.
Well, I'm okay with it. I don't know if the person who I sold it to would be okay with it.
Okay, so yeah, we won't mention then.
But yeah.
Okay.
Needless to say, it was a lot of money.
Yeah, but the thing though is, the thing to know is that the Timetwister sold for over half the price of the Lotus on very, very high end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a very interesting data point.
Yep.
And I think
a little over half the price.
Yeah, and I don't think any of the other Power 9 would have even been close to that.
No.
So that actually was very interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, I want to hear what you guys think. Is Timetwister maybe going to overtake Black Lotus as the most expensive Power 9 card? And wouldn't that be earth-shattering, actually? It
would be. Everyone would be like, who's going to go out and buy a Timetwister?
Yeah, honestly. I mean, with that information, that's like maybe consider buying Timetwister, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to go good in the long run anyways.
Yep. Okay, there you go. Ramblings from 2 old farts.
That's right.
Okay, bye guys.
Ending of Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah, I had a friend that used to watch those when they were younger. Cowboy Bebop.
Well, Cowboy Bebop was good until they decided the main character was just going to go off and die. And you're just like, what the shit?
Okay, so spoiler, that's how Cowboy Bebop ends.
Yeah, he just runs off. I'm going to try to kill the big bad, but no, I'm going to be a douchebag and get myself killed.
So a Cowboy Bebop is a douchebag.
Well, he's not a douchebag. He was just a douchebag because he's stupid. It's like,
he's a douchebag and he's stupid.
I know what to do. I'm going to go get myself killed. Yay. What a fantastic ending. What?
Okay, how about on this one? When we're saying welcome to Unhinged Magi, I'll be like, and I'll just kind of like mumble it and like drink my coffee.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
In 3, 2, 1.